Yo, somebody
I
in
get
it.
it right.
Yeah, somebody in here said Nunn Nunn verse Calico Gnome 12. Where, where, like, so let me ask you, going to the battle yesterday, you go first, they fucking with your first. You know what I mean? She takes a little second to heat up. He heats up. They start fucking with his first. And then in the second, in my opinion, watching from home, it's a significant difference in the battle to me. You start off with the rebuttal for people that don't know they battled before, which makes that TurboTax rebuttal even crazier. And then I feel like the second on, I had you clear the first round being debatable, clear second. Both of y'all thirds, know what I mean, I feel like was the weaker rounds of the battle, but I felt like yours was better being that he stayed on the underdog and app angle. Like
Hmm.
when you going through it, do you feel like when he finishes his third, like, yo, yeah, I'm going to the next round?
Yeah, because his third ain't really had nothing to do with me. It's how I felt. Like I mean, the underdog angle did, but to me, it was. I never heard a line that made me feel like, okay, he got this round.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, you know, people want to debate the first.
Yeah,
It's
I feel like the
cool.
first is the most debatable round. If I'm being just watching it there, I'm like, okay, I can see you had good momentum in the first, but he was getting a lot of reaction and he had some good lines in the first. The first is the closest. The second, I feel like it's clearly to you. You had moment of the night. I feel like that rebuttal was the biggest reaction to everybody wilding on stage. It was, I mean, it was the moment of the night. Third round,
Hmm.
to me, I feel like in a tournament, you shouldn't take that angle. I feel like that angle is what made it evident for you to get the third because it was like you said, it had nothing to do with you. Then it was the app and underdog angle, and it was just drawn out. I mean, and I
Yeah,
love
that's how
Seed.
I felt.
Like I feel like if Seed,
Yeah, I got a lot of love for Sheik. Cause I
yeah,
just want to clear that up, DNA. Not to get too chatty patty up here, cause it seemed like people in their feelings about it, but it's my battle, so I'm gonna have a fucking opinion of what happened. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But Sheed is my dog, though. I was one of the first people that said y'all sleeping on Sheed happens, and even Sheed will tell you this himself. But as far as what, and at the end of the day, she showed up and rap. He did what he
yeah,
was supposed to do. My
definitely.
gripe, not even with she. My gripe was with Cal and John for
So
real.
so let's get into that. How do you feel about when Calico says he's the first judge that says, "Yo, I liked his defense, I liked his performance. He seemed like a vet. I'm going with Seed happens."
I mean, not to drag it through the mud or nothing, because I look up the Cal and John. Let's get that clear. I look
Okay.
up to both of them. So just say that out the gate before I ever even touched the battle rap stage. I was watching these guys. I would have liked for them to be able to quote some of the bars. My complaint was like if you judging like Polo had quotes. That's why I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Quest has some quotes. And let me apologize to Quest McCody publicly. I fucked up in my recap and said that he got it wrong with what round was what. Actually, I did say the Sharon Killer shit in my second round. So I want to be just as much as I said something against Quest, I want
Yeah.
to say the right shit too. So I went back, I seen that Quest absolutely did get it right. But I think my issue was just like they didn't quote nothing, bro. And at the time, I'm a little bit in my feelings. You feel me? It's a hundred
No,
thousand
as you
dollars on
should
the
be. It's a
line.
100,000 on the line. You know what I mean? Like, and what I said is like, all right, if Seed happens, wins 3-1 in the judges, and we look at the fan vote and the 60-40 Seed, even if we feel like it's wrong, it's like the general consensus is thinking the same thing. When cause I'm streaming my own live. When I ask you know what I mean, somebody in the chat who won the fan vote, they say Nunn Nunn. I said, what's the numbers? They said 84-16. So then I'm like,
Yeah,
there's a drift off to what the people at home are seeing to compare to what the judges are going with. So that was my thing of like,
yeah. Shout out to Polo though. Shout
yeah,
out to Polo because one of the judges did see it another
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah,
At the end of the day, man, she did his thing, so I don't want to really take nothing away from she because I got a lot of respect for him. I just feel like I clearly won that battle, bro. And I don't mean that's just me,
yeah.
bro. So like I mean, some people say they don't like the Sheed flips. I'm like, man, I thought they was creative as hell, and obviously 84% of the people thought they was creative as hell. I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me what lines she'd happened said that was better than the lines I said. Y'all keep telling me he had poise and energy and all of this shit. Y'all ain't telling me nothing he said though. Is this a rap battle or a performance battle, DNA? I get it.
Yeah.
Performing is a part of rap, but at the end of the day, is not what you're saying gonna take precedence over how you're moving and the energy on? Like, is that all that matter, man? Or if we're judging, do
Yeah,
we
like
have to have quotes?
now this was my thing, right? Why I was saying it's gonna be very difficult in this tournament and I wanna see how it plays out is because there's a crowd. And then there's entourages. These are all things that a judge can say doesn't sway them, but it will. That's why once I heard those two things was there, I got asked. I opted out because I don't. I mean, I know it's not a fair assessment. I liked it in the caffeine room because I'm
Yeah,
just hearing what's going on. This is for 100K. We're not talking about a little bit of money, so I want to be able to lock in the same way a battle rapper is focused on his 3 rounds. The get them executed the right way as a judge. I want to be able to make sure I hear everything, every
yeah.
transition off of a scheme, everything that's in a scheme, every punch, so I get it right because there's so much money on the line. This is life changing money for everybody that's in the tournament. Now, I'm gonna let you go because you know in 3 minutes they about to start day two, so everybody's locked into that. But my last thing, right?
Right.
I seen I had you winning. I seen you and she both perform better though, but given the circumstances, y'all just battled. Y'all only had about
Mm.
9 days because they announced everything late. I think y'all did exceptionally well, but
And I battled Sharon 2 weeks ago.
and
You
you
know what I'm
battled
saying?
Sharon two
So,
weeks ago on the same card as me.
and
Getting in,
I had a 1 rounder the week before that. Shout out to Creole Battle League. I had a 1 rounder the week before that, so I've been hella active. But you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
So coming off your dominant performance with Sharon, I'm in the building. It's a difficult task to 3-0 somebody of Sharon's caliber. Before that, you know what I mean? You arguably only the one of the very few people to have a battle where it was a draw on the fan vote, and a lot of people had you walking away with beating Rum Nitty at band, aside from him winning two, which is a difficult task. And now, you know what I mean? You beat Seed Happens the first time on the app. You have the whole coach is saying you won this one. The momentum is strong for you. What's next? Like that's what I want to know. What happens now? What? Because you can't let this momentum die out. Like niggas is rocking with you. They fucking with what you bringing to the table.
I
We
mean,
need you back
honestly, bro,
outside.
I say, tell Overhead to come outside because, he did it. He did his shit versus JC. I feel like JC won the battle though. I definitely feel like JC won. And you know what I'm saying? Like for a long time, people were saying I couldn't beat Overhead, but I feel like my performance was better than his. So, I definitely want to put that to the test very soon. So, yeah, man, me and O-Red, I feel like should definitely happen. You know what I mean?
Nah, Nunn Nunn versus Old Red is fire. How y'all feel about that in the chat? I'm gonna see what they say. But yeah, you versus Old Red, like that's fire. But how let me ask you this question. How fast are we talking though? Cause like I always tell people when the momentum's high, it gotta be, know what I mean, right back. Like,
I mean, preferably just for like creative purposes and like so that you get the best from me. Um, I like to have at least 3 weeks.
okay.
But it ain't gonna be no time like where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like no sitting out time for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone already, like, let's get this done. You know what I'm saying? What's the next, there's no wait time, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? There's none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? The people want to hear what I gotta say, you know what I mean? 84% of the fans want to hear what the fuck I gotta say about what just happened. So,
Yeah.
just stay tuned, man. Just stay
Yeah.
tuned. We back outside very soon.
Now
And
that's
salute to all the
yeah,
supporters.
yeah, and everybody in here they saying you versus Cal on Gnome, and they even though Cal probably won't accept that, but they
I
got
think
high
it's a
expectations.
bad battle.
Yeah,
I get why people are saying it, but
yeah,
stylistically, I feel like
stylistically,
styles
but
make matchups.
but also too, they saying that you should be on Gnome. So we going to divert into that. That's what the people, not mean, is saying
Mm.
right now. They saying none needs to not mean touch that Gnome stage for the first time. So,
Yeah,
not
man. I
mean,
mean, y'all know who opens the key to that door.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smack. Shout out to Beasley. I hit them up, man. Tell them, just tell them that like, hey, it is what it is. And if the fans requesting it enough, You know what I'm saying? We're gonna completely objective. It's URL TV, man. You know what's up? I'm back outside. And look, all you weirdos that's talking about URL and you need to do the other link, man. Fuck out of here, man. We back on URL consistently. Y'all gonna see me very soon, man. It is what it is.
All right, got you, Nunn. Good looking for pulling up. We about to tap into UM5 day 2. Let's see what's happening today.